This is Carissa with the CH, your host for Beyond the Lash Line, Episode 2. I've created a free digital download for you that you can reference before, during, or after this podcast, where I provide you the next 28 posts for you to make on social media. In the show notes, you're going to find the link to a download, and that's going to be the download for the 28 posts. Now, you do need to decide if you're going to post daily, 5 times a week, 3 times a week. Because the algorithm has a sensitive ego, and if you ghost it, it gets upset. It likes consistency more than frequency. So your most important variable is going to be posting when you say you're going to post. If it notices that you're posting every other day, or if it notices you're posting 3 days a week, it's going to expect you to keep that up. And if you keep that up, it's going to be pushing your content a little bit more and putting you higher up on the list because it likes you. So if you decide that you're going to do 3 posts a week, this planner is going to give you the next 9 weeks of content. So you can set 1 day a week, 1 day a month, whatever you'd like to do. You set it aside, and that's the day you create content and you post it. Or at least schedule those posts. So then you don't have to touch it until the next day that you have scheduled. I'm going to go over all 28 of these posts. So if you want to reference it and read along, go ahead, download it. But I am going to go over all of them. So if you prefer taking notes, you can do that. Whatever works best for you. Your first post in your journey to completely upgrading your social media is going to be introducing yourself. Share your story of becoming a lash artist. But hold on, this is not an autobiography. They're not going to read an entire book about you going to beauty school. And in my case, what I'm not going to say is, I went to beauty school. They closed the aesthetics department. So I started doing lashes. And then that's what I kept doing. But I tried to do hair. Blah, 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 blah. That's not what I want you to post. Because even though it's about you, it's really about them and how you're there for them. And how you can help them. People are self-centered. So when they're reading something, they only want to keep reading if it benefits them or is about them. So, for example, what I would say is, my name's Carissa. I'm a lash artist in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And I do lashes because I love making people feel beautiful. I want to help you wake up with makeup. This is my dream come true. I can't wait to meet you. You didn't learn much about me, but you can assume a few things. You can assume that I'm going to be kind. You can assume that I'm going to make this experience great for you because you are the sole focus of everything I do. It also tells you where I'm located. So as far as search engine optimization, that's great. You definitely want to have those keywords of lash artist, your location, and that's more important than your hashtags. Through all of this, pick some hashtags that you're going to use. For me, it would probably be Murfreesboro, Tennessee, lashes in Murfreesboro, lash artists, something like that. Just a couple seconds. I'm not going to really focus on that because Instagram has updated. Whereas before, when we were putting hashtags, it was because that was how the search bar worked. The search bar picked up the hashtags we were using, and that was how it narrowed down that content. While yes, people can still follow your hashtags, most people are more so following the location tags than they are the hashtags. And even then, they're probably, regardless of if there's a hashtag right there or not, your post is going to come up because it's going to have those keywords in there. And that's just part of how the search engine optimization works. It's very smart. These systems are so intelligent that even if you put lash artist or lash specialist, like it's probably going to register that that's what you are and that they're in the same category. And it's still going to come up. Just like how when you go on Google and you're searching something and it tends to pull up other stuff, but it's kind of related. It understands that this is the category. And your Instagram page is going to start understanding your content, what you do and what your page is about because you're niched down to eyelash extensions. Whereas an influencer might have a little bit more of a hard time staying relevant and easily searched. They're influencers, so they're posting about different things like vacations and products and maybe clothes. But Instagram knows that our page specifically is for eyelash extensions, whether that's about application, aftercare, whatever it is, it's the same niched topic. That's going to help us tremendously because it knows who wants to see our content, and that's what's most important. So in your post, whether you're introducing yourself or it's something else, say lash artist or eyelash extensions and say your city and your state. Because people are likely searching eyelash extensions near Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Something like that. But just replace that with yours and you should have people finding you when they start searching. Your second post is going to be a close-up video of your eyelash extension application process. So, for example, you can use a model, have a friend come in and record for you. My boyfriend will come in and record for me if I ask him to. Or I'll use a tripod and set my phone up. Really, this is just a very simple one. You can use a mannequin head to do this. You just want to show them isolating a lash, putting an extension that is healthy for that lash on there. And then in your caption, you'll be able to explain that the safety of their lashes and being damage-free is your priority. Your third post is going to be sharing your workspace. You want to show off your lash studio setup. I have a recliner, so what I would do is take a picture of my recliner. I don't know, it would really depend on what I had, but if I didn't have a client that day, I'd probably take a picture of my recliner empty and then I would put that in the post. But if I had a picture of somebody laying in it full body, I would use that or make a point to get that picture at one of my lash appointments, ask somebody if that's okay. Because you do want their consent. It's a full body picture. It's a little bit more personal than having an up close eyeball picture. The point of this is you want them to get comfortable with your space. So when they come in, they feel like they've already been there and it already feels cozy to them. And then if they've ever had a poor experience with another type of lash bed, then they'll see, for example, the recliner and think, oh, that sounds so much better. Or if they've had issues with just a flat lash bed and you still have a massage table, but you have a leg prop or you have a foam topper on that bed, you have a fuzzy blanket or something's heated, whatever it is that you've done to elevate that experience, I want you to highlight that here. For your fourth post, you're going to share a before and after of your favorite lash set. Because yes, we're still going to be posting photos of eyeballs. We just don't want every post to be eyeballs. They still need to see that you do lashes. They still need to see what kind of lashes you do. They still need to see that they look gorgeous because I know that you're posting pictures of beautiful sets. And I'm not going to take that experience away from you. And honestly, in between these, like every third post, if you want to throw an extra lash photo in there, that is perfectly fine. We just need more than lash photos, and I'm trying to give you content ideas that aren't just lashes. But I'm still going to have a couple of those sprinkled in here. But feel free to sprinkle that anywhere else, and you'll extend this content planner a little bit farther as well. Your fifth post is going to be a motivational quote about beauty or self-care. So you can go into Google and just type in self-care quotes. Because overall, like, yes, we love our lashes, but for some people, this is their only time to get away from family. You may have a mom that's always with her kids, and I've had clients tell me, take as long as you want to, keep me however long you can, because this is the only break I get away from home. Or if they are just a busy businesswoman, maybe they never get to leave the office and they've taken an extended lunch break so they could come there, and if that's what they want to do, that's great. They probably really need that time, so give it to them. But you want them to see on your page self-care so that when they see that, they're like, you're right. I do deserve a self-care day, because they do. So I went to Google. I typed in self-care quotes. This says, take the time today to love yourself. You deserve it. I'm not going to just save one of these posts and post it. What I am going to do is I'm going to use that quote in my Canva app for free. I'm going to find a background picture. I'm literally going to type into Canva background picture and I'm going to say whatever color matches. So for me, it'd be red, black, white, something like that. Whatever your colors are, put one of those colors in there and then just search through and find a background for this quote. The photos that come up on Google Images when you searched that, look at those for reference. Which one do you really like the idea of? Because you can recreate most of those for free in the Canva app. Your 6th post is going to be to talk about lash health, why washing their lashes matter. And you can get into Demodex mites and the things that can happen from not washing their lashes, but we really don't want to scare them from getting lashes because some of them might not understand that it's from not cleaning and from not taking care of them. Even though that's what the post is about, they may still feel like, because the media has portrayed it that way, that is because of lash extensions and it just comes along with it and you're just cleaning those off. I've definitely heard that, and that's extremely inaccurate. So we don't want to scare them any more than they probably already are. What you can do is talk about the lash health and that they last longer. Clients will do anything to make their lashes last longer. This is an investment. They're spending good money to get their lashes done. They want it to last and look beautiful for as long as possible, right? Okay, so this can be a video or it can be just a photo with a caption at the bottom. And that caption can just say something like, washing your lashes is extremely important. This helps preserve the health of your natural lashes as well as make your lashes look flawless for even longer. That's it. It doesn't have to be anything super crazy. For your 7th post, share a client testimonial or a kind review. If you don't have reviews yet, I would start focusing on getting your clients to review you. I love sending my Google link because that's the most important place for my business to collect those reviews so they're in one spot. Also, my Gloss Genius booking app does allow for reviews. Like, it asks for a review. I don't remember if it's the day after their appointment or a couple days later, but it does ask them to review and it leaves that review on your booking site. I don't think anybody looks at that. For me, both is great, but I hate asking extra from clients because if we give too many options or requests, it tends to overwhelm them and they may just never get around to it. So an exact message that you can send. I had a client that was brand new. This was just last week. I said, I would absolutely love if you could leave me a Google review. It would help my small business tremendously. I will take $10 off your next fill as a thank you. In this message, I provided the direct link to my Google page. The less work they have to do, the more likely they're going to do it. So with this, I removed the step of them having to look me up and find my account. They are able to, in that same message, just click and leave a review. And she messaged back, okay, I gotcha, and then said I need to make my fill appointment if I haven't as well. Those first 7 posts are going to be about laying the foundation. You're focusing on introducing yourself, your work, and you're building trust with these clients so that they see you as a trusted professional. Now you're on to your 8th post. This is going to be an infographic. Give a mini lash care tutorial with a fun infographic. Now that's what I have on the document that you'll download, but I know that not everybody has these infographics. So on Etsy, you can search infographics or lash infographics and things like that, and you can get these little diagrams. But honestly, you can just do a little reel of you washing your lashes, and that's about it. Just wash your lashes, or a video of you washing a client's lash and let them know that you include a lash bath with every appointment. We really want to stay on them about washing lashes. They're so afraid that means that they're going to wash and their lashes are going to come out, but that's not really how it works. The lashes that come out are the ones that are shedding, and they might need a little bit of education on that. So the more they see the lashes being washed, the more likely they're going to start understanding that that's a necessary step to having extensions. Post 9 is going to be Lash Tip Tuesday, if this is on a Tuesday, but it can just say Lash Tip. And this is where you share a lash retention tip. For example, I put on there a silk pillowcase. Let them know that if they use a silk pillowcase, they're going to reduce the friction between their face and the pillow if they're a side sleeper or a stomach sleeper. Because how many of our clients or us actually sleep on our back? I'm not changing the way I sleep just because I have lashes, and I don't expect my clients to either. So give them a tip about the silk pillowcase, or if you have another tip for them, let them know. Post number 10 is going to be host a Q&A in your story for lash-related questions. I don't get a lot of responses in my stories, to be honest. Well, at least not from clients, but more so from lash artists. So what you can do is search frequently asked questions on Google about lash extensions, or you could think of all the questions that your clients have been asking you, or a question that shows up a lot between you clients. Like, how long do these last? How do I take care of them? How frequent are fills? There are so many different questions that you can answer. And they love that you read their mind and you answered a question that they had without them having to ask it. The 11th post is going to be share a quick reel showing the steps of creating a volume fan. While they're not going to follow this tutorial and they're not going to be creating fans, so it's not relevant for building their skills, it is, however, interesting to clients to see how you do what you're doing. So if you do hand make your fans, this is an amazing post because you can show a short clip of you making one fan, or it can be a fan, like a video of you making multiple fans back to back. And in the caption, you can say, I like to take my time and create a fan for every single lash. I do this by hand so I can customize and make sure that the extension is made perfectly for the individual lash and the weight is adjusted for shorter or longer lashes. Something just letting them know a little bit about it. It's really, they don't have to understand it. They just have to be like, oh, you know what you're doing. Post number 12 is going to be showcase your favorite lash products or tools. I personally am not an ambassador for any brand. This is because I knew that I was going to be getting into podcasting and a little bit of education, but I didn't want to limit myself or feel like I couldn't talk about products that I enjoy just because they're a part of a brand that I'm partnered with. So to fix this, I'm not partnering with anyone because I do use different products from different brands. In this post, if you do use exclusively one brand or predominantly one brand, or there's a brand that you really want to work with and be an ambassador for, this is where you start building that relationship with them. I will have an entire podcast on this and how to get an ambassadorship. The first tip is going to be here. If you want to work with somebody specifically, you're going to act like you already do. So for example, for this post, if you predominantly use Light Hearts Everywhere Lashes and their adhesive, this is where you can showcase those products and tag them. Tag Light Heart Lash. Or if it's Paris Lash Academy, you use their products. Tag them. Show their products. Share them with other artists and with clients and just let them know that you're there, because later on when you apply for that ambassadorship and they're searching your page to see if you do good work, if you're present on social media, blah, 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 they're going to see that you've already been talking about them. They're going to see that you've been working pretty much as an ambassador for them by sharing them, even without any benefits or anything. And that's going to speak louder than words. I swear to you it is. If you have a brand that you're really committed to, go ahead and share them. And when you do a photo, like a branding shoot or something, which I highly recommend, do that with those products. I've done a photo shoot with Light Heart products because I do love them. But I love so many different ones, so I don't feel like it's fair for me to even apply for that ambassadorship, though I would love to. I have different adhesives that I use. I have other different diameters and lashes and colors that I use. Like I love the Lash Ritual, and they have amazing lashes that are colorful. They're beautiful. They're artistic. And I know there's a little bit of controversy going on with Lashbox and the whole flower bouquet technique and all of that, but I do enjoy their Flower Power lashes, and I do enjoy their 0.05 diameters. And I absolutely love their Mocha lashes. But with Paris Lash Academy, I love their adhesive. I use the Pearl because it works great in my environment. So I'm using things from all these different lash brands, but not everyone uses a bunch of different people because there are shipping costs with every single one. So if you can find a brand or have a brand that you like all of their products from, you can go ahead and start talking about them. Start sharing them with the world and put yourself on their radar. You may have more than an ambassadorship come out of that. Your 13th post is going to be to post a video of you organizing, setting up, or cleaning your lash tools. And I recommend showing your face in the beginning. As we do want clients to be familiar with our faces, I do like to keep at least one face photo or video in the top, the top 9 of Instagram? So when they click there and they're looking at your page, they'll at least see your face one time before they scroll. Your 14th post is going to be lash photos again. So this is either a singular lash photo or a carousel of photos. And if you have your before and afters, this is another great time to post them. Clients love seeing before and after. This also includes before and after fills. So if you have amazing retention, I love sharing this was before a fill, this is after, or before 2-week fill, or something like that, so they can kind of see how well your lashes look, because likely if they've had lashes before, they probably didn't have great retention and they might have been gappy and looking a little straggly at the 2-week mark because not everybody has great retention. So if you're showing proof that clients are still looking good when they come back in for their fills, this could instantly provide that value that they're looking for and be the determining factor for why they book with you. The purpose of these posts were building connection and authority. You're establishing your expertise and building meaningful relationships with your audience. Your 15th post would be to share 3 reasons why clients should invest in your services. Is this because you customize the lash sets? Is this because you focus on damage-free lashes? Because you provide amazing retention? Because you provide an extremely comfortable service? Whatever you think your selling point is, whatever you really focus on, mention that. But I don't mean 5-time certified. Like, they don't really care about that because that doesn't mean much to them. Your 16th post would be to host a poll. Do you like natural or dramatic lashes? Which is your favorite? So post pictures of these lashes and say which is your favorite. Like, that's about it. You just want to stay on people's brains. So you're going to put this on your story. You can also have this on your actual page. You can do this in a reel. You could do this however you'd like, but definitely target your story for this one. Your 17th post is explaining how clients should prepare for their appointment. This can be a reel, or it can be an infographic. It could even be a carousel. And you can create an infographic or a list, like a checklist on Canva. You can search Etsy for the infographics. You can just have a clip of you lashing and put in the caption how clients should prepare for their appointment. So please avoid caffeine before your appointment. Dress comfy, prepare to take a nap, don't wear makeup, mascara free, blah, blah, blah. Post 18 is going to be a lash photo with a fun meme or quote in the description about being a lash artist. Post another lash photo, and this can be before and after photos, this can be a carousel, this can just be a regular lash photo, whatever you want it to be. And in the description, you could put some type of quote. You can Google a quote. Let me Google a quote. So I went into Google and just typed in quote about being a lash artist. And one of the first ones is, life is short, your lashes don't have to be. That's great to put as your caption. Or lashes speak louder than words. Or give a girl the right lash extensions and she can conquer the world. There are so many options. Just put it down there. Just put it in your caption and you're all set. That's one of the most simple posts you're going to make. Your 19th post is going to be share why your own lash appointment is your favorite day. Show your face. So you can do a reel where you take a video of yourself before your appointment and then after, where your lashes are fresh. or just, it doesn't even have to be a reel. It can just be a picture of yourself, or it could be a picture of your space, like your chair, just some type of cozy picture. The main point here is going to be the caption. You're going to say why you love your lash day, because likely it's also why other people will love their lash day and they want something to look forward to. Your 20th post, create a post comparing lash sets. So like for me, this would be angel sets, wispy sets, perfect top line. Mine are all the same price, but of course they all look different. And on here, I'm going to have a carousel. I'm going to have a post of each style. So my first photo is going to be an angel set, and it's going to say angel set on the photo. And you can add these words again with Canva. The next one's going to be a wispy or a spiky set, and I'm going to title it appropriately. And then the perfect top line photo. And in the caption, I'm going to say, which is your photo? Do you like a bold, dramatic, perfect top line? Do you like something wispy or spiky? Or do you like more natural angel sets? And that's it. That's all you're going to put there. Of course, with any of these carousel posts or photo posts, you're going to do better by also putting some type of trending audio. If it's something that people really like to just listen to, they're probably going to stop scrolling just to sing along with the sound. If you can capture them visually and audibly, they're more likely to read your caption. Post 21 is highlight your referral program or new client price in a lash photo. I don't recommend having a bunch of specials and seasonal sales, especially not back to school sales, because I don't know why that's a thing, but I see it all the time. I'm not going to do a back to school sale. But what I do usually is a referral program. Lightheart Lash, Maddie, she actually says that she did a $50 off referral program. Both the client and the referee. So your current client on their next appointment, as well as the full set that they had referred. I have done this, but instead I changed it to a new client price. So new clients get like $45 off. And I find that works a little bit better for me because I have more people coming from out of town. People travel up to 2 hours just to come get lashed by me. So I have a hard time with getting referrals with them because they do live so far away. Other people aren't wanting to make that drive. But the people that find me online are seeing that they get that discount and they're like, oh, hey, I might as well. So these posts were for driving engagement and bookings. It encourages interaction and it positions your services as a valuable investment. Now there are only 7 more posts. So your 22nd post is going to be to post a different lash style on each photo, explain who it's great for. So it's going to be a carousel and you're going to have, let's be pretty basic here, doll eye on the first one. You're going to say that this is great to make your eyes look larger. And on the second photo, maybe it's a cat eye and it's going to be to elongate your eyes. And then you do your fox eye and it also elongates, but it's more dramatic and it can give a eyeliner effect. You know, whatever it is, whatever these posts are, whatever your specialty is, put your specialty as your first photo and go from there. But this just shows clients what the different styles are and which one might work best for them. Your 23rd post is going to be to share a reel of you unboxing lash products or tools you love. So again, I want you to double down. If you are wanting to be an ambassador and work with a brand, post another photo, video, whatever of their products of you unboxing your new order. So you just got a new, say you just got a new bottle of adhesive. Take a picture or a reel, whatever, and tag them below and let them know how much you love that product. And do share that to your story. Your 24th post is going to be repurpose an older blog post or video. It says reel on the downloadable. This can be a photo, this can be a carousel, this can be whatever you want it to be. Just like any of these, make it whatever you want it to be. So if you have a video that performed pretty well, maybe repost that or maybe just share it to your story. You could do anything. But for this one, maybe go bump one of your posts by just sharing it to your story. Your post 25 is going to be ask your audience to share their favorite beauty products in the comments. So maybe ask them what their favorite lash wash is. If you're not selling lash wash, but if you are, maybe ask if, say, is this your favorite lash wash? Because it's mine. Have you ever tried it? What are you currently using? Post 26 is going to be post a lash myth versus fact carousel. Double down again on lash damage. So maybe you make a post about what damages lashes and that it's usually lash artists that damage lashes, not the actual lashes themselves, that it's from poor application. But do not forget to mention that lash damage is also related to aftercare. Your 27th post. Create a post about what inspires you as a lash artist. Again, it's not about you, it's about them. Tell people that it inspires you to give confidence on a daily basis. Whatever it is, make it true and authentic for yourself and your business, whatever that is. Your last post that I have provided here is going to be your 28th one, which is lash photos. You want to share more lash photos, but you are a lash artist, you still want them. You want to thank your followers for supporting your small business and for leaving reviews. What I would recommend is right here, do a carousel. At this point, if you're doing 3 posts a week, this is 9 weeks. And at the beginning of this, I had said that you need to get reviews, right? So during these 9 weeks, I want you to start collecting those reviews. Offer discounts if they're not leaving reviews and nothing's working. But really, people are good. If they're coming to you consistently, they probably want to help you succeed. If you tell them how much it would mean for you and your small business, they're likely going to leave you that review. So over these 9 weeks, collect those reviews, and in here, you're going to say, thank you so much for your reviews, and you're going to put some of those new reviews in there. Maybe make it a carousel so that it's, a lash photo, and then it's a review, whatever you could put. But in that caption, thank them so much. And thank them for leaving reviews and for coming to you every 2 weeks and being consistent and loyal. And when clients that haven't left a review see this, they're going to remember, oh, they asked me for a review. Got it. I got to go do that. And these 7 posts were for ramping up visibility and conversions, boosting your online presence, and making it easy for potential clients to connect with you. In this digital download, there is a schedule in here that's just like a little example. It's a calendar. It says April 2025, and it shows posting and what it would look like if you post on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And when you see the bigger picture, because some people are more visual, you see that you have 4 days that you're not posting anything. You do need to pick a day that you're going to schedule the posts and you're going to create the posts. But really, it's not that overwhelming. There's not that many if you do 3 days a week. And these can be any days that line up well with your schedule. So whatever that looks like for you, do that. But just stay consistent. Something that's realistic. You don't want to overdo it. And you want to make sure that you are doing something that works for you. You want to fit it into your life, not fit your life around it. Here, the main thing is introducing yourself, your space, showing that you're educated. You don't want just a page full of eyeballs. You do want to make meaningful connections. You want to build relationships that last, and that comes from posting engaging content. Then once you have them in and they are your client, that's another one, and you're that much closer to being fully booked and living a life where you could take vacations. My goal is to gatekeep as little as possible. Like none at all. If I gatekeep anything, it's because I'm not thinking about it. My goal is to provide you with as much information as possible. So I truly hope that you find this podcast and this download helpful. That wraps up this podcast. Thank you so much for joining me beyond the lash line. And I hope you love this digital download. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out and let me know. Or if there's something I need to change. Now you have no excuses not to amp up your Instagram. I have given you about 9 weeks worth of content. I've told you exactly what to post. You know exactly what to do. You see it, you hear it, you can do it. I have faith in you and I believe that you can change your business to be what you want it to be. You are going to be a client magnet once you start utilizing this. And honestly, if you just make different posts but use these prompts, you can still keep going through this. And once you have the initial 28 posts posted, you can shuffle them and do it in whatever order you want to do. Or you don't even have to post it in the orders that I put. This is the order that I feel like would be great, and that if I was doing it, this is how I'd be doing it. So, take that how you will. If you want to change it, sure. If you only wanted to use 5 of these, sure. Do whatever you want to do. It's totally fine. You've got this. It's your art. It's your page. It's your business. I hope that this podcast and this download helps you in your business and helps you attract clients. And I hope it gives you a little bit more confidence because you can do this. I know that with all the content out here, it seems overwhelming. We don't have to be entertainers. We just have to know what we're doing and let people know that we know what we're doing. You don't have to be the funniest lash artist. You don't have to have these clients that are okay with you recording you doing full sets. You just have to put yourself out there and just use your face and your space. That's it. That's the only thing that matters. Showing some work that you've done, showing what you look like and who you are, and showing where you'll be doing their lashes. And letting them know what you do know. Whether they understand the education that you're putting out or not, they're going to understand that you're educated. And that's a win because that helps them trust you in this craft, and they're more likely to book with you. And once they come to you and you make them comfortable, they're likely to be with you for life. And another great thing is this is another step towards raising your prices, charging higher prices in your area, and attracting the right kind of clientele. You will no longer be looking for clients, or clients will no longer be looking for you because you have the lowest price in town. They're going to be booking with you because they trust you and they see that you know what you're talking about. So thank you so much for joining me beyond the lash line. I look forward to speaking to you and helping you in your business on the next episode.